What's up, everybody? How's it going? Collection update video, some records I talked about sorta in a roundabout way in my last collection update that I just could not wait to get here. Have finally arrived. Yeah, all records, some black metal, some death metal, and a couple other things I picked up last couple of weeks. So in the background, we're gonna be listening to this. Fucking band. This is a badass black metal. This is Master's Hammer's 1993 release. The Helm Bananic Cultist. Fuck, I don't know how to pronounce it. This is the JL Belker version that was released with Osmos Productions, and it has the misspelling, which is supposed to be a P. Chechenian black metal, if I didn't say. This is our sophomore release. I will post the description and I'll link in the description below. It's fucking phenomenal fucking shit. I love this album. This song is called By the Misery of Fate, I'm Haunted. Fucking killer. Another good track on there is A Dark Forest Spreads All Around. Kind of reminds me of Nocturna Mortum. But let's get on with the collection update. I'm 3 minutes in. So, back in the early days, when I started watching videos on the VC, there was a couple of standouts. Brain Smasher, of course. Marty Worm. Life Eternal. Ground Zero Salem. And Eric Bauer. There's a couple of other ones I can't think of right now, like maybe Count Blackworth. But basically what got me watching the VC was videos and threads like 13 Stone Cold Black Metal Classics, which I started watching those. And whenever you click on one of those videos, you start seeing a bunch more pop up in their suggestions. And one in particular did, and that was Motley Crue Forever. So I subscribed to his channel and started watching, and he put a video out about 6 years ago. His favorite, I think it was his top 10 favorite Swedish black metal albums. And I mentioned this in the video before that. I used that as a template of some bands. Not everything on that list I didn't know. And some of it, you know, of course I did know. If that makes any sense. Of course the Bathory I knew, and Dawn and several bands like that he showed. But there's a couple off bands that maybe released only one album or two, and I showed that, the Moaning, Blood from Stone in the last video, and the video before that, I think it was the collection update video, was Lord Belial Enter the Moonlight Gate, which fucking kills. But some more of the bands, I know these guys released more than just one album, but This is their debut, 1997, I believe. Far Away from the Sun. And I remember Brain Smash also showed this, I believe, in his 97 favorite 97 metal albums or something like that. And Marty Worm also had this as a poster in the background, and I always just fucking absolutely love that fucking artwork. So, of course, I've been listening to this for probably about 6 years now, but this is the first copy I've ever owned of this masterpiece of Swedish melodic black metal. The fucking artwork is fucking epic. Looks like a 3-piece. Absolute beast. This is a reissue of Central Media. Comes with this nice little insert. Picture of the band, of course, the normal lyrics, and that's a fucking killer symbol. Wicked. But yeah, that video opened my eyes to a whole new world of metal. Because mainly, generally, I'm just mainly a thrash and death metal guy that likes the first wave black metal. So when people started getting into this, I really didn't pay much attention to it. I was really still in my normal stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for showing stuff like this in the VC. This is phenomenal. Fucking work of art. Another one he showed was actually his #1 on that video, which I'm gonna post a link in the description below of that video, and maybe Brian, or not Brian, but Brain Smasher, his favorite 97 metal albums. I'm not sure what the title was, but of course, get back to this fucking thing. I'm rambling. This is Vinterland with Welcome to My Final Chapter. And I want to say this was released in 96. I'm not positive. But this is a remastered version on Black Lodge 2021 reissue. And I was just so stoked when my wife looked it up and found it. Because I said, I bet you can't find this album. And she found it. And then we kept on. Sacramentum was another one. A couple other here. 2 others here. But there's a picture of the band. 3-piece. Kind of reminds me of Dismember a little bit, how their photographs look like. Cool. Produced by Dan Swano, which I think he did Dissection, probably a number of other bands. I know he's done Incantation. But this is a fucking masterpiece. Everybody that knows this album knows this. Absolute masterpiece. I love the parchment against the forest background with the fog. That logo is killer. So, badass fucking album. Please, if you do not know this, take my word for it. You look it up, listen to the sound bench. It is a masterpiece. So, next up is some Texas death metal, which I've shown several people. I've seen a lot of people showing this, and I could not wait to get my copy. Of course, this is Imprecation, and I think that's pronounced Theurgia, Goetia, Summa, which is a compilation of demos and different stuff like that. The very first track is my favorite track. I love it. Emperor of the Infernal Spirits, and it starts off really death doomy, and then when it picks up the blast beat, he raises his voice up into that black metal register. So that's what gives it more of a black and death metal sound. Death doom. There's a lot of shit in it, but look at that artwork. Fuck my life, this is badass. On Nuclear War Now, I could not wait to get my copy. Mordant Red showed it. I think Schnell showed it. A couple other people, if I'm missing anybody. Love that label. Fucking cool ass gatefold. Evil. This is some evil shit. They come with some perks, I guess you would say. Some really fucking cool perks. First one I'll just show is the original demo cover for I think it was 5 songs, if I remember right. And this is cool. Cool poster. I cannot wait to post this, hang this up on my fucking wall. But I first heard this album, I believe, I'm going to bring it back in the picture here. I believe I first heard this in maybe 96 or 97, sometime around that time period. I'm not sure when, but my buddy had a copy of this on CD, and the artwork was cut off. I think it had this much of the mockery of the Last Supper, if I remember right. And he dubbed it on cassette, and I listened to the shit out of it. And then it was one of those ones I just kind of forgot about. And so whenever I start seeing the everybody showing the reissue, it's like, fuck, I gotta get it. So it comes with this fucking booklet, which is awesome. The Awakening of Texas Darkness, which is fucking stellar. Picture of the band here, and it just talks about, I haven't read it yet, but it just shows a bunch of photographs and story about the band. Fucking killer band. This guy's wearing some black metal paint. I like that picture of it. Front of that ram, horns, and it shows like flyers of that and some demos here, which I believe is on this compilation, the Ceremony of Nine Angels demo. Cool stuff. Definitely pick this up if you don't know. If you're a big Incantation fan or anything like that, you'll like this. Fuck yeah. Or Pro Fanatica. This is right up your alley. Yeah, some of the bands they open up: Cannibal Corpse, Samuel, Grave. That's fucking killer. Massacre, and Grave, and Obituary. A bunch of different things. That's fucking cool. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Check that out. But definitely pick this one up if you like that kind of stuff. I love that. Just natural fucking death metal, natural history. Fuck, what am I talking about? Anyway, so next one up, I've been wanting a copy of this on wax as well. I do have a copy of the Extreme Cult series, which includes the Unholy Domain demo, which is one of the best demo, my favorite demo of all time. It's by this band right here, Demigod, Slumber of Soul and Eyes, which this is a Svark reissue recent, and I know a bunch of people have shown this. I could not wait to get my copy. I actually picked up something else and passed this up a couple months ago, and I was afraid it would sell out. But anyway, if you've ever heard this is the vocalist right here, this kid, and he's got the deepest, darkest guttural vocals I've ever heard in my life. Understandable. He pronounces and articulates the words very well. And I've probably said this before. I think the dialect of the Finnish makes them real guttural, because a lot of their music is very guttural. And I love the Finnish melody, so that's why Finnish death metal is my favorite. But cool ass fucking gatefold. Love that artwork. Also comes with a poster, which I will show. Comes with this booklet, upside down, which is not got a lot of pictures in it, but it's got the history of the band, which is, I cannot wait to read it. Succumb to the Dark, the oral history of Demigod, Part 1, from the frigid farmlands and unholy domain. So that's fucking killer. And I love how bands or these releases are having that. So that's fucking bonuses. This is the poster that was within, and I've seen countless people show it. Well, I'm gonna show you in case you haven't seen it. And this is a big ass fucking poster. And it's different from the album art. And I fucking love it. I love all the extra stuff in it. That is fucking sick. Look at all that shit. That's fucking awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. I could go for days. The first death metal or Finnish death metal album I ever heard wasn't Demigod. It was actually Demolic. And then I think Demigod was among those with Convulse, A World Without God, and Funebre, Children of the Scorn. But yeah, I found this in the record store, Black Sabbath, Born Again. So stoked to find this. I think it's OG 1983. It's in very good condition. Of course, the ring wear, that gives the OG presses, in my opinion, a vintage look. You know it's old when you see that. So this is a killer fucking Black Sabbath album. I love this fucking album. Used to have this on cassettes. First time I've ever had it on wax. So Disturbing the Priest is my favorite track on this. This album is a little bit more known for the Cannibal Corpse cover, Zebra the Hero, which was on the Hammer Smash Face single. Killer. This one has Ian Gillan in it, and recorded in '83, about the time Dio was doing the Holy Diver. So I'm not sure if Dio was more into the solo project, but they recruited Ian Gillan, and I remember reading an interview where he said he actually puked when he heard this album. He didn't like it, but I fucking love it. But anyway, killer one. And then last but not least, added to my Merciful Fate collection. Oh fuck yeah, the beginning. So this has the Nuns Have No Fun demo, or not demo, but EP. And it also has 4 tracks from Melissa. I'm not sure if they're different cuts. I can't remember. I mainly got this just to add to my collection. I listened to it several times, but I believe it's the Friday Rock Show versions, but I could be wrong. They kind of just sound the same as the ones on the Melissa. But yeah, another fucking awesome fucking album, or EP, or compilation. One of these days I'll show my Merciful Fate collection. I mainly had this on cassette back in the day, so this is the very first vinyl record I had of this. So, fucking killer album. I'm gonna close off with this. Check these bands out. I hope you enjoyed the video.